Welcome, one and all, to Coriander Society Adventures. I'm your host and game master, tormented by gnomes, joined at long last by Beatdown Boulevard, Ninja Man Matt, and Pods of War.
Beatdown, it's so good to have you, my guy. How are things?
It's good. I'm glad to be back. Things are going great. Things have been mostly really slow. Like I was talking to you guys about it, before we went live. But things are good. What about you, Mr. Game Master?
I'm good. Life is fantastic. My cats won't leave me alone. We are
you can do it.
Our 5 plus the 3 kittens is 8 plus the 2 adult fosters is 10 plus the other 2 kittens. We have 12 cats in the house right now. So, about normal.
Only 12.
Only 12.
Yeah, true. I mean, so it's Tuesday.
It's exactly. For me, it was Tuesday. Super happy to have you back. I can't wait for our heroes to reunite. So much has happened in the last week since you left.
I can't believe it's only been a week in game. When you told me that,
really, is that hard of a sell?
Okay, I suppose that's a good point. But just when you said that, I'm like, wow. But I've been going so long. I can't imagine what these guys have done since I left.
I mean, yes, that's still true.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But then you tell me oh, by the way, it's been a week in game, and it's like, huh?
We did have 2 sponsorships that we had to get sidetracked on.
That's true. We had our Absolute Power arc, which was not even a Coriander Society arc. That was 6 weeks when we weren't playing at all. So that
okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty true. Matt, how are things?
Yeah, we went to different dimensions.
Yeah, and then the other one we went to an entirely different area, which is not, that's par for the course, but
yeah.
I'm doing well. I'm just taking care of business, got home from my vacation, just kind of resettling back into home life, and I missed my bed, so it's been really nice to have my really nice, luxurious Cow King bed back instead of just sleeping on, air mattresses and stuff. So that's been lovely.
True. Welcome back. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
I'm
much
sure
obliged.
Your bed also missed you. Pods, what's going on?
Hello. Not much. It's the last week of work for me, so trying to get that done. I have not done any Christmas shopping, so that's gonna be fun.
You have 5 days.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so for the last 2 years, I've done it all on Christmas Eve, and it's been quite nice. There's no one out there. It's awesome.
I always thought that there would just be legions and legions of feckless guys panic shopping at the last second.
Yeah.
I always thought it would be, hell going out at the last second.
Huh. Are there any gifts left on Christmas Eve?
Oh yeah, of course, and they're usually on sale too.
Oh
wow, this is the meta that nobody ever bothered to tell us about.
This is the part of like when I procrastinate and it pays off.
Oh,
it doesn't encourage me to change.
That's true.
Yeah, whenever I actually did my papers the right way in college, I'd do worse than when I crammed them at the last second.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's bad stuff. All right. When we last left our heroes, actually, we're going to have to take a slight adjustment from things for a moment, because instead, the camera soars down through the clouds towards a strange pulsing light zooming through the atmosphere, far faster than any conventional airplane of the era, making way less noise, because the lightning bug can't be both in stealth mode and cruise mode at the same time. For taking it on long expeditions like this, leaving behind the safety of Vector's workshop all the way back in NORTHPORT, Vector has applied full power and is proceeding at rapid speed. But because of the stabilizers and the gravity fighting technology built within with the help of extraterrestrial life, the journey is still relatively smooth. Gastone, Tosto, and his half-brother sit in the cockpit of the futuristic vehicle, the same one that crashed into the Donahue Institute during the battle with Zorbot Prime. Zorbot Omega, that's right. The two of them are on their way to the Zolquian jungles, answering John's call. For just as Gastone reached out to them with his latest invention that could be helpful for taking down Sepulchre, they informed him that the time had come and that battle was nigh. Gastone, as you're sitting there in the cockpit, what is with you? What have you brought from the city? What can people see?
Okay, so I may have to reconsult our DM so I get the exact phrasing correct. But no.
You can feel free to just do
a radiant field projector. It's like a.
What's it look like?
Oh,
It's basically like this big cube looking thing with an antenna that comes out, and the whole idea is gonna be like, actually, should I just wait? I say it now. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Give us the visuals on it. Just
Okay, so
the camera's panning over it, but he's not talking about it just yet.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a cube looking thing with a little, not satellite quite looking thing, but some kind of almost like emitter. Like it's going to release some kind of something.
ooh.
Who knows what?
Excellent.
He
A
also, oh sorry,
No,
he
you.
also has 2 bags that contain things for his friends when he sees them.
Oh. Christmas came early this year.
Happy
Yeah,
non-denominational corporate holiday, everybody.
Yes.
And before people ask, no, I'm not going to actually nuke the Zolquian jungle, so it's not a nuke. Actually, I say
Wow.
that, but
You've
Walking Armor
grown.
already asked. It's more like there wasn't enough time.
Yeah, guys, it's only been a week. The nuclear weapons program is going to take a little while longer, even with Gastone at the helm.
A little bit.
So figure out the next BBEG who you want to nuke instead. All right, preferably somebody who's not near Asena's homeland.
True. But yeah, that's about the extent of it. And then my usual stuff. I have what is it? There's like that like radiant laser thing I used before. I can't remember what it's called.
The heat ray?
It's not the heat ray, but it's like some
The
kind
atomic
of
ray?
No, what is it?
Is it on your character sheet?
It is on my character sheet. I'm gonna look. I know it because I used it for.
Oops. I was trying to look at that. It's not the polarizing thing, is it?
No, is. You know what?
As the camera zooms into the cockpit, we see Gastone going through his things, trying to find that one gadget.
Yeah.
Throwing things aside left and right.
What's it supposed to do?
Kills things. If I recall
Think
correctly.
solar beam the gun.
Yeah, we talked about that. I remember that.
Yeah, that definitely exists.
All right. While you're
Or no,
Did you
yeah,
find
go
it?
ahead, go ahead. No,
While
I
you're
didn't
looking for that, one other thing that I need to point out is that John and Asena drove by to see you before they left on this expedition, because their original quarry was not necessarily Sepulchre. It was Ralzamon. And they left with a group of mercenaries and hired guns. Ian Fletcher, the famous adventurer, Chester Morton, not the cat, completely unrelated, who's just a mercenary they've worked with before. And I believe they borrowed your sniper rifle for Ian Fletcher. Is that correct, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Which probably wouldn't have happened except for the fact that the quarry was in fact Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown. And so in that case, but that got you thinking, well, they're going to be down in the Zolquian jungles, which got you thinking, why don't I build something that can fight Sepulchre? Which further got you thinking, and now here we are.
Yeah.
All right. Do we see or hear anything else before the action switches back to John and Asena in the Zolquian jungles?
No.
All right. Asena, John, when last we left our heroes, you were in the depths of the same cave that Asena was raised in by her family. A silence falls over. Only the slow splash of running water in the creek nearby and the drip of condensation off the cave walls can be heard, along with Kelly, your childhood friend's frantic, ragged breaths.
And May, how did you pronounce, or how do you spell Kele?
Kele. Just dropped it in chat, like I was supposed to do 15 minutes ago,
Mm-hmm.
but I forgot.
Yeah, thanks for sneaking that in there. Okay, go on.
Anyways, there is a lot of people in this room. Circe, Master of Magitech, Rover, Chester, John and Asena, but noticeably absent are Ian Fletcher and Chester Morton, your friends who stayed behind when you went off to find Ralzamon when he escaped from death one last time. You have not seen them. You did track them through the forest. It seems that they're in the area, but they were injured. You chose to follow the tracks and the ghosts that led you back to this place where Asena was forced to lay her old family to rest as they'd been wrenched from their slumber by the baleful power of sepulchre as it spread forth and corrupted this place. You know that there are other undead, countless undead loose in the forest. You know that Chester and Ian may be in danger, and you know that Gastone is on his way, and he'll be here within hours. What do our heroes do?
Well, I think we need to rest first of all, because Asena and Chester are a bit hurt. Also, Rover's not looking so hot.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's just sleep in this cave.
Well, it's probably the safest place that we have until Gastone arrives. This used to be your home, right?
I mean, not this spot in specific, but if
But
you
it's been
guys want us
Kelly's
to
home.
sleep in a cave, it's fine with me.
I mean, we don't need to sleep. We just need to take a breather, right?
Circe goes,
I'd
ooh,
like to
lunch?
sleep.
Anyone for lunch?
Yeah, that sounds like an incredible idea.
And she walks over to the traumatized, still confused Kele and holds out her hand and says, hello, how do you do, Circe, Master of Magitech? And he stares at her and just sort of unconsciously takes her hand, and it gets shook more than he shakes it back. Who are you people?
Friends of your childhood friend. Saved your life.
You don't remember me?
Asena? We all thought you were
Hey.
dead.
I thought you were dead.
I thought you were dead first.
Oh, it's going to be like that.
I don't know if that's true.
You don't, I mean, the last time I saw you, you were running off into the jungle. When he looks around at the bones and the old dead of the wolf den, I never saw you again. I didn't know if you'd escaped. I didn't know if you'd survived. I didn't know anything of it. Oh, Asena, they're all dead. Every last one of them.
Yeah, the wolves are all dead.
He holds on a moment. Take an insight check. Good. Our first catch of the day. 19. Oh, that's not what he meant, but he doesn't say that. He's referring to the more recent information. I don't know who the rest of your friends are, how you did any of this, but there's more dead. They're everywhere.
Do you have
Yeah.
anyone left?
He shakes his head.
You know, that's like a kind of very weird parallel situation.
Yeah. It's like after all these years, everything's bounced back and reversed itself. But there are still some survivors. I know there's some survivors still. They're holding out at an old shrine, an old temple out in the jungle, just a little bit off to the east. I was trying to head there when he looks around at where the wolf spirits leapt from the walls and shudders, rubbing his arm.
I mean, they didn't hurt you.
No, they remembered me.
So I'm a bit lost about all of this. I thought this was the childhood friend that had perished when you were a youngster, but it seems as though you left and they didn't die, but then years later, your wolf pack that was destroyed by you for killing them was revived by sepulchre to do their dirty work, and now it's been resolved. By the way, did you resolve the dead person issue? There were all those dead officers out in the jungle. I saw that there was that town that had been completely destroyed. But Kayla, you're saying that there are survivors out towards the east. Asena, what did you find out?
Well, it sounds like you know exactly what happened. That's pretty much it.
Well, all right then.
I mean, like the wolf spirits were being used to kill things. So,
But was it only the wolf spirits, or were there other things as well?
well, I don't know.
There's lots of other things. The Federal Engineering Corps that was sent out here to save people in the wake of the volcano, they have been getting eaten and torn apart and rising from the dead. It's like
Oh.
something out of one of those NORTHPORT horror movies.
Oh yeah, basically, anything that was dead can now be brought back up.
I don't like
Hence
that.
the wolves.
But once we destroy Sepulchre, that shouldn't be an issue anymore. At least not because of Sepulchre. Okay,
Right, so can we get to that part?
Yeah, good
Rover,
point.
The dry man speaks up.
Rover, how do we go about tending to your wounds, by the way? Asena and I can just kind of pop down for some lunch. Is that a similar thing for you?
Oh, I could always pop down for some lunch.
Yeah, but it's going to help you.
He looks over at Kelly and licks his dry, chapped lips.
You can't eat him.
Oh, come on now. He's not much of a fighter. He's not going to add anything to this.
Are you a fighter?
He shakes his head.
What sort of things are you good at?
I mean, I've always... music?
You could play us a song. Wait, we
Yeah.
don't have. John, do
Everything-
you have a musical device?
Oh my gosh, I have so many musical devices. Kayla, what's your poison?
Traditional Zolquian wind instruments. Bone flutes, carved bone flutes.
Let me see what I've got. And John's going to go into his case of carrying and use a charge. What did that get
Just-
me?
He happens to have one.
Perfect. There we go. Well, throughout my adventures, this might not be, completely locally sourced to the Zolquian jungles, but I do happen to have some bone flutes. Here you go.
Okay. He'll grab it, and you can see as he takes a deep breath before he starts playing on it, oh my God, I'm living in a horror movie. I just watched my entire family get slaughtered by the wolves that they killed years ago, and my childhood friend is back, and she brought a small army of people with her, and they're talking about killing an undead god. All that sort of flows away for a moment. And as he starts playing, it's a modern take on ancient, traditional, indigenous Zolquian music. It's almost got some jazz influences to it.
Oh.
As he starts, and he's really, really good. He's fantastic at it. And again,
Make a performance check. How good is he? How good is he? I want to see the numbers, DM.
17.
Hey, he's pretty good at it.
Yeah. All things considered. Are you all going to stop for a short rest?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
John, you're not harmed at all, are you?
No, but John's going to take the time as part of the performance that Kayla is giving. John is going to bring up a rousing tale about how a local group of heroes, because John's pretty up on the history. Matt's not super up on the history, but John's
that's
super
fine.
up on the history. And he's going to spin a tale going along with Kelly's music about how a group of young, plucky heroes in Zolquia rose up against a tyrant king and were able to overthrow them and bring peace to the people for a time. And anyone who, listens and feels inspired by that can go ahead and benefit from John's hit points.
Sweet. How many temporary hit points is that?
That would be 14.
Okay. All right. While you are thusly availing yourself, or once you've completed your speech, the dry man hustles over to you.
Very nice, quite rousing. Yes. Hey, look, I don't mean to. Yeah, you want to screw it. You look like you're doing fine, and you're not going to let me drain that little whelp dry.
He's
That is
useful
correct.
now.
So, Cough it up, Sparky. Let's have a taste. These wounds ain't gonna heal themselves.
Who's Sparky?
You can't go and abscond with some sort of local beast in the jungle. You have to consume of a humanoid. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah. If it can't think, feel, and contemplate its own existence and the terrifying nature of mortality, it doesn't do.
Okay, so what is this transaction going to inquire?
Open your mouth and close your eyes, and you will get a big surprise. Hold out your arm.
All right. John goes ahead and does so.
Okay. And the dry man is going to pull back your sleeve and just dance his way too long, shriveled parchment fingers upon your skin. It does not feel very good.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Okay. You take 21 points of damage. Are you resistant to necrotic damage?
I am resistant to necrotic damage.
All right. Well, the dry man only heals for... Let's see. He only heals for 13 points of damage.
That's it? Oh my god. This is the only way he's able to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Actually, because he did that, he's able to spend 3 hit dice.
Thank you.
But if he needs any more, he's gonna have to do more life drain.
If he's not topped off, he can go ahead and hit it again, I suppose.
Yeah, he's gonna just be like, come on, number lock, stop messing with me. 19.
Look, as long as John can get a short rest after offering his forearm, I'm fine.
Just one more hit.
Yes, certainly. And John rolls up his other sleeve and offers him that.
When he reaches down and touches your skin, it leaves these marks of like dead flesh, just cells that instantaneously die. Because you're volunteering, it's not going to reduce your hit points, but he is going to, let's see, he heals a measly 11 from that, but then he can burn another. Okay, well, that should be +6. So
there we go.
+26. And all
that
right.
Should recover the 2 bullet holes.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Just fine.
Okay.
So for a total, that was 12 plus 7 is 19 plus 5 is 24 damage that I took. Right?
Yep.
Okay. And does that bypass or does my temporary hit points count as part of that?
Your temporary hit points count as part of that.
All right.
Okay. As you all complete your short rest, you are welcome to spend hit dice as you need to go ahead and heal yourselves up. Asena, go ahead and spend some of those. Circe, Master of Magitech, is just going to go ahead and grab a little snack out of her pack and munch it delightedly. And as you do so, at the end of your rest, you hear this sound from outside the cave.
Oh, lovely.
Gastone, you've locked onto their signal. Vector brings you down in the jungle's pretty thick, but right in front of this cave with the little stream, there is a clearing, like a wide clearing. And the lightning bug is a hover vehicle, so it can go down very precisely, just and it sets down. The hatch pops open with a hiss.
It does what now?
Was it that, or was
That's
it
what I was hoping? No, that was the one.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just imagine when it takes off, it sounds even better. And Gastone,
Lovely.
You take your first breath of the hot, clammy air of the Zolquian jungles.
Ooh.
Maybe I should have worn a thinner suit.
I've never seen you wear anything except that suit.
Well, definitely going to work on some kind of variety for tropical areas in the
A little
future.
more breathability in the fabric. Yep.
Exactly. Well, anyway, are you joining us? Is he just giving me the ride? What's the play here?
I can't leave you here.
All right, fair enough. Is the ship going to be all right here?
Oh, I'm not leaving it either.
Oh, we're just What? Oh, so you're just gonna wait here?
Right.
Gotcha.
You never know
Alright,
where
cool.
they might be watching us.
True.
Even in the Zolquia jungle, still paranoid as hell.
I can't, especially in the Zolquia jungles.
Fair. I mean, to be fair, now that Gastone has like gotten in more with like secret societies and like NORTHPORT, like the Omelon and stuff like that, like I didn't realize like how deep this shit went. So I kind of honestly, this paranoia is not unfounded. I'm gonna be real.
You know.
So yeah. So okay, then how will I find you when this is all over? There's a good chance I just get turned around in here.
Well, I mean, is this the place? Have you reached them on your little?
Hey gnomes, have I?
You can send him a text. You still have the
right.
tech
I have
you have a tech
John's
phone.
phone.
Yeah, a magically enhanced, super
Mhm.
cybernetic, high tech phone. So you can just text him. Your
All right,
Uber has
so-
arrived.
Just a quick little text, like just hit him with the WID. No, like on the real though, it's just text John something along the lines of, "I've landed. I think I'm close because I can track them, right? Am I near them?"
You can only track them if they are allowing themselves to be tracked. At that
see.
moment, John, when all this happened, John and Asena, you all hear this noise. And Circe, master of Magitech, perks up, adjusts her glasses, throws her lunch bag in the stream, and with her shoe starts flying out. What on earth was that?
John like turns her around and sends her back to grab her lunch from the stream. Let's not litter in the natural beauty of the
Roll a
Zolquia jungles, please.
persuasion or intimidation check.
Sure.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yep. Come back here.
That's okay. That's okay.
And she zooms off to go fetch it out of the stream. She fires her freeze ray at the stream in front of it to just like block it off so that she can reach down, grab it, sets it to melt mode. Psst, now there's a cloud of
There
fog
we
everywhere,
go.
but she has the sopping wet lunch bag. Asena and John, what are the two of you doing?
John calls out to the group. Oh, hey everyone, Gastone's here. And also I just got a text as soon as he landed. I don't know why it took so long to get here. That's weird.
Gaston's here?
Yeah. Come out and
Where?
say hi.
Oh. Okay.
And John's gonna text back the frequency that they use on the radio. And as he walks out, John's gonna tap into the earpiece that they all use if Gastone still has it.
Yeah, he still does.
Hey there, handsome. How's it going? Long time no see.
John, it's been a week.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like a lot longer.
Yeah, I missed you guys too. Okay, I'm locked onto your signal. I'll be there soon.
And they walk out of the cave.
It hasn't been a week for us. Sort of.
Would do I know that?
No, it's been like a week for you.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Sort of.
It just seems like we've you know how it is. We've been places, we've done things. Time got a little bit wibbly wobbly, but it's fine.
Sure did. Fair enough.
I
And now
could
we're gonna
fly.
fight a god. That's right. Wait, he knew you could fly. He knew you could fly. Well,
Did
glide.
you?
No, I don't think so.
You were there. That was a power up she got in Yokai Blossom, the ability to glide with the
Oh, that's
astral
right.
wings. Yeah. Don't
She
worry,
climbed the
Gastone would
water-
know. It's only been a week for Gastone.
Yeah, true. It's vivid, still fresh in his mind.
Mhm.
They killed the guy after at the end. It was great. I'm
It's usually how these stories go.
sensing a pattern. All right, I'm gonna exit the spaceship or hovercraft, whatever it's called.
It's not a spaceship, not yet.
Not
Fair
yet.
Vector, with his mechanical eye, looks out. John, Asena.
Hello.
Nod.
He sinks back into the driver's seat, pilot seat.
Evil stepbrother.
He's not evil. He's also just gonna be here for the duration of this event. So he's our way out. Can they all fit in there? Yeah, it's probably fine.
Now, the lightning bug has a maximum capacity of 4 people, so it looks like we should be completely okay. And at that moment, Circe, master of Magitech, comes flying out of the cave. Hello, what's this handsome piece of equipment? You have never seen this person. She has bright pink hair, sort of heaped up on top of itself, glasses, a ray gun. It looks like a Renaissance era ray gun.
Something more crude.
No, it's beautifully made. It's elegantly made. It's like got like wood in the handle. It's a lot more handcrafted. Older materials, older style. And you've been studying enough to know this is magic. It's techno magic. It's the exact synthesis of magic and technology that you've been studying. He starts flying around the edge of the lightning bug, completely ignoring you. Just zoom.
Gastone, this is Circe. We met her in a different dimension. She was a villain turned ally, as it is wont to be with our group.
Would it be the first? Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hello, is this yours?
No, it's his. Vector.
Stealth mode. He presses a button and
Whoa,
the
what?
cockpit closes. And the whole thing it fades from sight.
Oh my.
I'll just like quietly be like, don't worry, it's still there. He's just very protective of the ship.
John moves up to where it was and kind of puts a hand in the air and kind of tries to knock on the side of the hull.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, Vector, it's okay. She's not actually a villain anymore.
And then he speaks over the loudspeaker.
How do you know that? How do you know she's not an Omelan's spy? They're everywhere. They walk amongst us.
Because she's from a negative energy dimension. Oh, actually, I don't know where you're originally from,
That's even
Circe.
worse.
Hold on, Vector, bro. Listen to me. Listen. To be fair, and because does he know that I'm doing all this infiltrating stuff?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's up to you. It's up to you how much he knows.
I'm totally cool with him knowing the extent of it.
All right.
Something. Hey, look, man. You know I'm pretty in with the Omelons now. Of course, it's not true. You know that. It's undercover. Blah blah blah. Point is, I've never seen her before in my life, so I think that's saying something.
All right. Well, I still don't want her poking around the lightning bug.
Fine.
This is
She might be a bad
proprietary.
guy. She made me small multiple times.
It was great.
It sucked.
Honestly, I'd like to see that.
Really?
No.
Okay, wait. Speaking of cool looking technology, I guess the word you used was handsome. What do you got there? Gestures at ray gun.
I am glad you asked. This is my ray gun of amazing transformation. It has not one, not two, not three, but five separate firing modes.
And they are?
The bodacious beastomorph ray, and she shoots it at Asena. Asena, what's your armor class?
17.
Okay. It fires off and hits absolutely nothing.
Are there limits to like? Could you turn a rock into a beast?
No, it's purely calibrated for organic life. It can't do more than a couple of kingdoms of direction, you understand, and it doesn't work on plant either. It's actually more of an animal to animal sort of thing, though it does work on beings comprised of pure elemental substance as long as their own in a essence is mutable in any way, shape, or form. The effect is of course temporary, but highly entertaining.
Fascinating. Can I look at it?
Sure, certainly. And she's going to hand over the ray gun of amazing transformation.
Cool. Can I like examine it and see
roll
if I can
a science check.
Science. There it is.
Well, it's entirely unfamiliar. It's completely alien. She is from another world, one you haven't been to yet. And it's genius bordering on flibbering chaos. So it's a little bit hard to gauge, but you do know it has 5 separate firing modes. There's you sort of spin a slider and it aligns a different filament that goes in where the energy comes out to modify the wavelength. You also notice that the filaments easily overheat. So it's every time that you fire it, it automatically clicks to a different setting so that filament can cool down.
What was her name again?
Circe, Master of Magitech.
Right. Circe?
Yes.
So, okay. 2 questions. How long do the effects last? And is there a way to revert someone's shot back to their normal selves?
Well, I didn't build one because usually I don't really need to, but any effect that will disrupt a spell matrix will do. Also, as it turns out, if you step on them, crunch them, incinerate them, run them over with the vehicle, stick them into heavy machinery, freeze them, drop anvils on them, etc., that usually ends the transformation, though, they're still getting mangled or whatnot.
John, do you still have anything along those lines? I know you recently... No, you did get your magic back, didn't you?
No, I'm still very much borrowing magic, as it were.
So do you have... Oh, that's right. You made a deal.
With a demon.
Yes, I remember.
A devil, but that's beside the point.
So do you have magic?
Deals with demons go completely differently.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, here's another villain turned ally. Everyone, this is Rover. Rover, don't eat anyone.
What?
Oh, Gastone, pleasure.
Gastone, this was one of the original angels that we were tracking so many months ago. Yeah.
I object to that.
In what sense?
You can object all day.
I was
Rover.
never one of that pervert's little toys, alright?
But you were like them physiologically?
He was from the initial cyst of the Pact Malefect that came to this world in order to bring it under the heel of the... Anyways, look, suffice it to say, Rover does not want to be on team kill everything at the moment. Well, I mean, they still probably want to kill things, but look, they're going to help us beat sepulchre is the crux of it.
Lord knows we kill things. Lord knows we kill things too, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Anyways, you were inquiring about if I had some sort of... Are you asking if I had carry on cockroaches to transform into...
Not
birds?
quite. If you had... I believe Cersei said something along the lines of... Any, abilities that jam magic? So you have anything like that?
Well, kind of. My technomancy, and John kind of looks at the wound that only recently started healing after Reaver drew a lot of the energy from him. It's kind of finicky at the moment. I don't quite have full access to my technologically reducing, and I don't have access to it right now, at least not fully.
What about dispel magic?
Yeah, something like
work.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
precisely.
great. So that means you can undo this. John, I'm going to shoot Asena.
Okay. This is a intelligence-based attack. So if you roll an attack with any of your gadgets, it'll count.
Deal.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh
my
god.
Asena, roll a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage because he critted.
Oh my goodness.
Is it a projectile?
No. It's just a
It's not.
saving.
It's more like a ray. It's not doing damage.
Actually, technically, yes. Don't she has her whole astral thing. She can repel ray guns and such now.
What?
So-
That's kind of sick.
If you want to use your reaction to attempt to block it, you can.
What's an astral thing?
She glows with astral energy, she's got force stuff, so she can interact with energy forms,
Yeah.
Like how a wall, like this would bounce off a wall of force, right? Well, she generates small walls of force around her hands whenever she punches things. So technically she can repel lasers and stuff. If you want to try to block this, it's going to be especially difficult because he got a crit, but I'll do the math in my head.
I could try. Do you want me just to press deflect missiles?
Yeah, just press deflect missile.
Okay.
$13, not good enough. This will reduce the difficulty of the saving throw. So go ahead and roll that wisdom saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
Okay. Asena transforms into a chicken.
Oh. Just what's it called? Gastone, like, just continues to inspect the gun. He's like, wow, that's kind of amazing. I'm not gonna lie, when you said bodacious, I was expecting something more I guess bigger, majestic, more bodacious than a chicken.
Oh, it's not that it turns you into something bodacious, it's that the transformational capabilities themselves are bodacious. I mean, look, she went from this to this.
I can't argue that. I'm gonna like walk over and like crouch, and then just kind of head tilt like, wow.
I'm gonna peck him.
Does she?
Do I even have the stats for a chicken? Roll 1d20.
Oh my gosh.
I do not have the stats for a chicken. We're gonna have to eyeball this. You have a chicken.
A chicken
stats,
is
but
probably
your
very
menta-
similar
Oh
to
my
a
god,
cat.
a natural 1. But chat just gave you inspiration if you want to use it on this chicken attack.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
go ahead and roll again. Use the better of the two. A 9. All right, you're able to jump out of the way at the last second.
Nice. It's like when a cat tries to bite your nose, like, eh.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, cool. That's all I wanted to see. John, can you
Well, so here's the thing about that, Gastone. I didn't realize you were going to do that right this second. Though I do have the ability to do that. It's kind of like a once in a lifetime thing. I don't have this on the regular anymore. So the best I could do is to just kick Asena until she's no longer a chicken. That's kind of where we stand right now.
Flies over and just goes to absolutely kick the crap out of chicken
what
Asena.
about can't we wait it out?
Wait it out.
You said it was temporary.
Well, I mean, it's not irreversible, but I do like to think that I establish a very solid spell matrix around these sorts of things. It's fairly foolproof at this point. This could solve the problem of all of us fitting in that vehicle.
Wait,
Question.
that
Well,
We just
first
have
of
to
all,
turn
you're
our
right.
access into chickens.
That's true.
problem for later, but I
You're
actually
not
like
wrong.
that.
Or we could also
I mean,
shrink them, I suppose.
I was gonna say you could just shrink us instead of turning
you
us all
have
into
that option
chickens.
too? Okay. Oh, that's right, because you did that to Asena. Wow. She's gonna hate me, but
Or you could
I'm
shrink
taking a-
everyone into chickens.
Taking a dirt bath, and I'm also putting dirt all over Gastone.
yeah, that's fair.
Now, make question. Even though John doesn't have access to dispel magic anymore, would he be able to make an Arcana check to try to help break down the spell matrix if he had enough time?
It would be difficult, but if you had enough time, you definitely could. It'd be like
Okay,
disarming
well-
a magic trap, I think.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that's good to know.
This is all well and good, but can we get on with this, please?
Yeah. Hey, John's gonna grab the ray and then shoot Reaver with the chicken thing.
Okay, John, this is a non-proficient attack with your intelligence. So roll a flat intelligence check.
Can I get surprise on this since he probably didn't see that coming?
Roll a deception check for me, please.
Okay. 25.
That's pretty good.
Okay, you may make this attack with advantage, which means that natural 1 is canceled out. Roll again.
Maybe. Let's see. No, it's not. Can we say the gun backfires onto John?
Because you're not supposed to fire the same ray twice. You're always supposed to rotate it. And so Sister goes, wait, no, you're supposed to. And John is now a chicken.
The gun falls to the ground, and we have a chicken that's just wearing a tie and a little tiny trench coat.
That's so good.
And John Chicken moves over to Asena Chicken and starts pecking at the ground and rolling around in the dirt.
Wow. Well, what's the demon dude's name?
Rover.
Call me
Rover. Right. Well, you might as well join in. I'm sure you want to kick him for that attempt just now. So, might as well.
I really don't care that much, I'll be honest.
He was going to turn you into that. He just points at the chicken.
See what happens?
Now that you ask, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
John goes over to Gastone and starts trying to peck at his feet.
Yes, okay. Seriously. Is there anything other than kicking them and using spell jamming thing, because John's that now, that will get this over with soon?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be kicking at all. It could
Violence of any kind before you continue.
be,
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Well, I'm good. Oh,
There's a very tired looking man in a vest with a green tie. You recognize him. This is the man that went missing in the Mercury City hospital explosion all those months ago. This is the man. Remember when you guys went to that antiquities shop?
Yeah.
This is the guy who worked there, who lived there. That was his house. This is Lawrence Booker Green. He's been missing for ages. Supposedly, the target. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly the
What?
target of the Mercury City bombing and a person of interest to the Army of the Eclipse. He was leaning up the whole time. He just sort of rubs his temples, walks forward, mutters some words in an eldritch tone, and shatters a spell, restoring both of them to non-chickendom.
Yay! Pop!
Thank you. I didn't want to make this worse by kicking them. Also, wait a minute. I know
Booker
you.
saved me.
Yeah, was it Lawrence Booker Green? I thought you died.
Of course, my death had been greatly exaggerated.
Yeah, no shit. Also, what was that? Could you always do that?
Yes.
Is that why they wanted you dead?
It's a long story.
Come on, Lords, we've got time.
Okay.
In the plane, though, right? We can all shrink down and do this en route.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Rover
You
puts his
guys
finger
can
on his
shrink
nose.
down. Yeah. Wait, why are we doing this?
Okay,
Because we're
well,
not getting shrunk. We don't want to get shrunk.
there's only 4 seats, so at least half of us have to get shrunk.
I
More
get a
than
seat.
that.
I have been shrunk, and I have been a chicken, and I don't like it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll bite the bullet on that one.
You keep that gun away from me.
Oh, yeah, right. I just hand it back to Cersei. Thank you. Really cool stuff, honestly.
Head
I
over
know,
to
right?
Chester if you're okay with being team shrunk, and then stay near Asena if you don't want to get shrunken.
Oh wow.
I feel like Asena and Vector have to be able to drive, so...
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Knocks on the ship. Hey, Vector, is it the cool if they get a ride? We need to go a little bit that way.
Gastone, do you realize what a compromise this could be? The entire internal workings and schematics of a lightning bug could be compromised.
Yeah, but if we don't take care of Sepulchre soon, this entire land could be compromised.
Fine.
What if we make everyone wear blindfolds? How about that? Does that make everyone
Yes,
happy?
perfect, done.
Actually, yeah.
There we go. Fantastic.
He points at John and Asena and says,
We've already been in here before. It would be pointless to... Yeah,
he
exactly.
nods. He didn't want to say it as if it was a dirty thing to say.
John goes around passing blindfolds to the other 4. Now, here's the thing. Put on the blindfold, you don't gotta go walk into the jungle. And he looks at Cersei, and no peeking, my dear. Scout's honor.
Right. Scout's honor. What's a scout? Aside from someone who goes forward, and I wasn't aware that they had I mean, as far as we're concerned, the only good scout is a dead scout. Because honor gets you killed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Put on the blindfold. All right, Gastone, get over here on Team Shorty.
He puts the blindfold on over her glasses.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Under the glasses.
Well played, sir.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Dude, the glasses are now that you look at them, they're absolutely Magitech glasses.
Yeah.
All right. Who else is getting shrunk? Because
Cersei, it's her gun.
But you see, the thing about that is that I have to be able to operate it in order to reverse the process. I can't guarantee its functionality if the gun itself is shrunk down. That could cause exponential rippling effects. Nobody wants that.
Nobody says the gun has to be
Then
shrunk
who else
down.
is going to use it? You're the only
How
person
many-
who seems to know what they're doing with this sort of stuff, Gastone.
You know, maybe she doesn't need to be on Team Shrink. Just for the sake of simplicity.
All right, well, Rover, I'm sorry. Then that means you gotta get shrunk, my guy.
Yeah, would that work on you?
I suppose there's only one way to find out. I've had worse.
All right. Then 1, 2, 3. We need one more volunteer.
Kayleigh has no rights, so they're getting shrunk.
What?
Oh, okay.
What? I just...
Kayleigh, the seat the boat seats 4. 3 of them have to be big, means the rest of us got to be small.
I've
So
never seen so many strange things in one day.
Something
Do
tells
you
me
want
it's only
me to
getting
hold
stranger.
you in my hands?
She's very
think
strong. I don't know about that.
I'm okay, but we'll see. Thank you, Asena.
Well, I mean, you could get squished.
Yeah,
You can
How
get
s-
stepped
tell you
on.
what, just don't let me get squished, okay?
Okay.
How small do we get? Like
Cat
compared to
size.
Chester. Oh, cool. I'm gonna sit with Chester.
All right.
yeah.
One by one, with great delight, Circe shrinks everybody down, and Vector just says, "There's room in the cargo compartment." All of
And,
Gastone's equipment is in there, so it's well padded and secured. But don't touch anything.
Yeah, especially not the equipment.
Well, you'll be in
And-
there. You can say
Oh,
what's
right.
what.
John mounts everyone on top of Chester, and Chester very skillfully and acrobatically hops into the boat and kind of ferries them into the back.
Well, they're as big as Chester. They're cat sized when they shrink. So there would be like a person on piggyback. So I guess that works.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, what's wrong with that?
With everybody shrunk down to fun size and loaded up in the ship, the
love
lightning bug powers back up. And takes off into the jungle. And before it even breaks the tree line, Vector activates his newest installation, stealth mode.
Nice.
The whole thing turns invisible.
As they're sitting in the back, Chester is very happy to see Gastone again, and as Gastone is like leaning against this big couch-like Chester, that's just purring like a little engine.
And it's so much louder than usual.
Yes.
Oh, true. I want to pet Chester the whole time.
Easy. Done.
Okay. So as
Big
you're
furry floof.
Yeah.
as you're flying, Vector's flying and occasionally looking suspiciously over at Circe, who's got her glasses on and just over the shade, over the blindfold.
Wait.
Stop it!
I just thought of something.
Mhm.
Does my earpiece still work?
Yeah.
Cool. Asena, do me a favor.
What?
Take off Cersei's sunglasses or glasses and just cover them up for me.
Okay.
I'll explain later.
I'll take them off.
Who did that?
Nobody.
Do not drop those. Don't smudge them. Don't even breathe on them.
Just keep them covered. Or just keep them covered, Asena, for the moment.
What is
Do you have a cloth or something? Ask Vector.
Vector?
What's your Vector?
He looks over at you with his red eye, staring directly at you.
Do you
Just tell him
have
you need a cloth to cover those glasses.
do you has a cloth?
He pulls a lever and something in the center console like pops up and opens and some fog pours out of it. Safe containment for all suspect material.
Oh, nice.
I'll drop it in there.
Was that hissing? What was that?
It's
Blame it on the
safe.
cat.
What about the cat?
Blame it on the cat.
Oh, cat.
I find that highly unlikely. And she leans back.
It's all right, Cersei. Everything's fine. You'll get your glasses back shortly.
Oh, they better not be smudged or fogged.
They
We
might
can-
be sanitized.
Change it if need be.
They literally just went into a container that was just like pouring smoke out of it. All right.
I have literal magic that can clean any item of its
yeah, it'll be fun.
issue. You're fine.
All right.
Yeah.
As you're going, Lawrence from inside the lightning bug looking out of it says, "So, we need a plan."
Oh, right. Wait, who
Oh
said
yeah.
that?
Where are we going?
Also,
But
Lawrence, weren't you going to share your backstory for the rest of us?
Oh, right.
right. Okay. Reaver, Caster, Drayden, and I. We all come from the same place.
You too?
Yes. We're all
What's
members
Sagomo?
of a group called and Sagomo, yes. We're all members of an order called the Pact Malefic, each joined for their own reasons. I was seeking knowledge without restrictions, the secrets that my order wasn't going to teach me. I found Sepulchre's tomb because they were at war with the Circle of the Sun, the elves of that world. I went there because I felt that calling, and I knew I'd be able to learn things, and I have. The Pact Malefic is all connected across every world where it appears by a complex network of portals, which I think you're already familiar with, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The Obsidian Tower is the nexus. The night that we arrived here, the Obsidian Tower was attacked by a chaos entity. I never got any read on it whatsoever. We weren't there when it happened. But when it did, the portal network was destabilized and it collapsed. Our gate was open at that time. We were attempting to cross over to the Obsidian Tower. As a result, it set off a planar reaction that tore the entire tomb out of our world and into yours, bringing Sepulchre with it.
Oh.
I think the
But-
reason we ended up in your world, he glances over at Asena, is a ritual that the Society of the Eclipse performed that night. It was supposed to be the dawning of a new age, anointing their children as the children of the Eclipse. Whatever that was, when it opened that door, we came through it, as did our magic. This world has its own magic, but ours, the magic of our world, came with it that night as well. That is why children started to be born with gifts. That's where your gifted come from. That contaminant, that accident.
Wait, you said because of the attack, portal travel was basically stopped, right?
Our
But this
portal
is-
stopped working.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, we've been there after that event.
And was it particularly busy? Was it particularly populated?
No, now that you mentioned it wasn't.
I don't know what happened to the rest of the Pact Malefic. There were there were cysts across countless worlds. We mostly focused on our own. I used the tower because that had access to the compiled knowledge of 1,000 different worlds. I've learned so many things. Terrible names, places that should be forgotten. But that's why I went there to learn. We came through that night. Sepulchre was grievously damaged by the transition. It is a piece of Atropos, of something much larger. It's fragile in its own way, and it was hungry. It needed life force that very night. And because of where we crossed over, we happened to be in the exact same place that Asena's father, Josiah Parsons, the rest of the expedition, that's where they all were. Drayden had a different set of angels back then. He sent them out to drag them here in order so that Sepulchre could feed on them and we would survive. But Drayden decided that he could get more out of them by using them. He had a new chance. We all had a new chance in this world, and Drayden wanted what he always wanted. The affection to be recognized by his own father. His real father, the mayor, never acknowledged him. The mayor of our world. So when he found a political sap in your world, he decided to reinvent himself, to replay the entire thing, except this time as the beloved son.
Which also backfired.
Yes, well,
Let's be honest, Drayden was never the brightest of the bunch. Come on, Nicholas, this is going on too long. Let's wrap things up.
right, sorry. He gave the children to Sepulchre.
That's me.
Yes. That's not why I joined in the first place. I let it happen. I've been privy to that and many other things like it, but afterwards it was not their fault. So I gave them the teeth of Goltharius in the hopes that it would do something, and then I went back.
And here we are, all those years later, ready to stick it to the boss.
2 questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Where the heck did you get a Fang of Goltharius?
That one. I was delving into a library, and I found a book there that was a door into Goltharius's refuge. That is a trove of knowledge unlike anything. The traveler in Silver Mist wanders throughout realities, collecting treasures and wisdom and information everywhere that he goes. His home, his hidden home, is the greatest trove of knowledge in the multiverse. And for a moment, I touched it. And I met the Wanderer in Silver Mist. And I made a trade. Knowledge of Atropus for 2 of his teeth.
Now, wait a minute, Lawrence. Hold on a second. I thought you told us that you stole those teeth on the way out from your previous employment with the group that wouldn't let you get any more knowledge. That's why you joined up with the Pact Malefic. So
That's where I got the book.
that's where you got the book. Okay.
They never knew exactly what treasures it had.
All right. So you took the book from them, and then using the knowledge of the book, unfettered as you were now, you were able to reach the realm of Goltharius.
But I was not welcome there. And as soon as I was gone, Goltharius shut that door behind me.
And is that afterwards when you joined the Pact Malefic?
Yes,
I see.
there was still more to learn. Asena, you had a second question.
I have a first question. Can we go back there?
Not that way. Like I said, Goltharius shut that door. But the place is real. The place still exists out there in the astral plane.
Oh, that's easy.
Do you have the book still, Lawrence?
No. But it should be at the tomb.
Oh.
Sepulchre's tomb?
Yes.
John looks to Asena. You could probably use that book as a channel of some kind to find the realm.
Probably. Navigating the astral's pretty easy now.
Well, I mean, it's easy because we've had the right keys. Without the right keys, we're wandering aimlessly
Well,
for.
we have Rocco now.
We do have Rocco. That makes it a tad bit safer. But with the book and Rocco, it'd be safer and quicker.
Can we proceed to this? I want to get to the part where we talk about killing the old dead bastard.
I
Yeah,
had a
good point.
second question and I forgot it. What were we talking about?
You were inquiring about
Killing
Lawrence's back.
Sepulchre. That's what we were talking about.
Killing Sepulchre, easy peasy.
Will it be easy peasy?
No, we might die.
Well, speaking of killing Sepulchre and easy peasy, Rover, I'm carrying about 500 pounds of dynamite. Where would be the best place if we were to get ourselves into the depths of Sepulchre's temple, where we arm and put that to do the most damage?
I know.
You know, Asena?
We could put it in a box.
We could put it in a box.
No, not a box. The box.
You know, the special box, right? The one that ate you?
It didn't eat me. I hid in it.
Oh, that. No, that ate you.
It ate me.
Oh, yeah, I was there. Trust me.
You were? Oh, that's right. You're one of them. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it shows you how good of a boss Sepulchre is when almost all of their minions want to turn on them.
Well, the only reason Castor and Drayden won't is because they can't.
Well, I know Castor can't. I didn't know Drayden couldn't.
Not anymore. Not after
Well,
what
not-
Elot did to him.
Yeah, not now. Before they were just a bastard, though.
Yeah, well, he didn't have Drayden's soul before. That's the thing. Drayden rolled along after the rest of us.
That's true.
Brought his own little army with him, too. He had plenty to offer Sepulchre. Wanted to be partners, not minions.
I don't get what's the purpose with like worshiping this thing. I've only seen it like once or twice, and it was like a dream of a past event, but it just seems like infantile. What do you get?
It's a source of power over life and death.
Oh, well,
A vessel of absolute necrotic power.
and there are no
If you happen to be in the
drawbacks.
necromancy business, you can do worse. Or if you happen to be extremely, extremely desperate.
I think you know a fair bit about the latter, Rover.
Give or take. Now, 500 pounds of dynamite. What you might
Yeah.
think.
Go ahead, Gastone.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. Where, how, what?
John holds up his briefcase and just kind of pats it.
Oh, right. Okay. Only a week, and I'm forgetting the simple stuff.
Kelly speaks up. This is the simple stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you should have seen John before.
Oh, what I wouldn't give.
I mean, what you've already given.
Well, that's true. You're right. No, I'm happy. It was a moral transaction more than anything, and I'm pleased with the results.
True that. How is Hara anyway? I haven't seen her.
You know, we haven't either. Probably
Oh.
about as long as you have. But you know, I assume she's doing well.
That's good.
I remember.
Anyway. Oh, okay.
Your question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, you might have told me this before, but I forgot. It doesn't make sense. You guys transported the realm with Sepulchre into our world, but there's still the prophecy on the wall about the dragon beating him.
I don't entirely understand that myself, Asena. But I think someone of this world, the Army of the Eclipse used to be called the Society of the Eclipse. And before Drayden took over and made it his own little army of minions, it was dedicated to protecting this world and its magical heritage. Because they already knew that there were other worlds out there. And one of them foresaw this happen.
So, will that one of them be waiting for us?
They're probably long, long dead. Those carvings are ancient.
Yeah.
Also, Asena, aren't you the prophesized dragon by all accounts? Isn't it you who probably will be the final death blow on Sepulchre?
Yes, I am.
Well,
Sounds like
then there
that's
we
what she's
go.
fishing for.
Do you ever feel like Asena's having a different conversation than the rest of us?
Literally since the day I met her.
I just wanted to hear the story again.
Yep. At least
Okay,
after a while, you
so-
start to keep up.
right? So a half ton of dynamite, Reaver. Where should we put that?
Right, so conventional wisdom might suggest that you blow up the little baby bastard himself, but not so much. Not so much, no. Here's what I would do if I happened to have that. I wouldn't go in through the front door. No, there's too many traps, and I don't think you've got the right markings to make that path. I can help you get past all those defenses, of course. What you want to do is you want to go in through the top.
Okay.
Right, the cracks.
Yeah, the cracks. See, we brought some other friends with us when we came over from the other side. Dead, damned souls, Sepulchre long since drained dry, buried with him wraiths.
Okay.
Now, he's been keeping those little wraiths quite busy ever since he got down here to Zolquia. Stalking out in the night and taking as many with him as they can, raising a veritable army of the spectral dead. You know what the spectral dead don't care much for?
Dynamite.
Self-preservation.
Light. Sun.
Oh,
Like, that's why it
I
was the
see what
circle
you're
of the
getting at.
sun that was trying to kill all of us, yes. So there's just a little bit during the day, they all stay in their tubes because there's too much light out and about. But what if we made that crack that leads all the way down just a little bit lighter?
So you're saying we blow the top off the ziggurat and kill all the undead within?
I don't know if it'll kill them, but it'll certainly keep them busy while we go for the main course.
That's a good point. Okay.
I gotta ask, are you gonna eat sepulchre?
No, that's no good.
Noted. You talk about eating a lot, that's why.
Yeah, that's chewed up and already spat out. No good for me, thank you.
I see.
Question though, Rover. Once Sepulchre is defeated, what is going to bind you and those that are connected to him? Are you going to gain a measure of freedom once more, or are you going to perish alongside Sepulchre?
I already bought my freedom a long time ago.
Interesting.
But, let's say this is payback. Turnabout's fair play, alright? It'll let
Understandable.
Casterville and Drayton, for what that's worth. But Scomo, Icleus, and I, none of us are bound.
Oh, so Gomo's bound all right. Just somewhere else.
Yeah, but not to the old dead bastard. He's got his own thing going on.
You can say that again.
Well, so okay, we're going to be sneaking our way into the cracks of the ziggurat. We'll set off our payload in order to expose the roof of the place. What about after that?
Actually, and Icleus speaks up. Perhaps we do go in the front door. They'll be expecting us. They'll be waiting for us. Drayden, he might be Sepulchre's plaything now, but he's not going to live. He's not going to let a chance to punish the people who took his angels from him twice go missed.
Oh, okay, right. So we send one group up through the front door to go knocking and stirring some things up while the others are lowering a little present for everyone down from the top.
Right.
Perfect.
Exactly. You and
Divide
I
and
both know
conquer.
how to bypass the defenses in the front. There's a pathway that's safe even for them.
Okay, so then what should our two teams be? We have the distraction and the strike team.
I need to be on the strike team.
Let's go ahead and bring the map back up.
That would be nice.
And divide into two teams. Also, Chester and Ian Fletcher are still somewhere lost in the jungle. It's our choice if we go after them now or later.
I mean, we want to get Gastone's gun back, so I'd prefer to, snatch them up now, but
Say again.
Ian Fletcher has your sniper rifle.
Oh, right. Does he need it?
no, not
Him
really.
Or you?
Oh, cool. I was gonna say because I had plans for that.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
that's
no,
the thing.
I
We
mean,
gotta
we
go.
should-
We gotta go pick them up.
Oh,
Vector's gonna start scanning to see if we can find them. Kelly knows where they are. There's an old shrine where they were holding out on top of that.
Great. Okay,
So
fantastic. Let's
while
just head
he's
there
making
then.
his way over there, let's go ahead and set up these two teams and pass out some Streamloots cards. Because
Yes.
First off,
yes.
let's see. You know what? Because you are back, my friend, we're gonna give you the first one. Gastone, roll 1d20. $11. That is kind of slightly tragic. So, at one point during today's adventure, you can automatically declare that somebody rolled an 11 before they roll. When they're about to roll a d20, you can declare that they rolled an 11
okay.
because you've received a vision of the future. You know exactly how it's going to happen.
I see.
You weren't there on that adventure. But anyways, you keep that in your pocket. It has to be used during today's session.
Okay.
Next up, the box of chaos. So the box of chaos, and it's not literally going to appear here, but essentially, if you sacrifice an item of some kind, or make some other more esoteric sacrifice, you can receive something in exchange, usually a random magic item. So if you sacrifice like a gadget, a techno device, I will roll on a table of random techno devices of that same level for what you get back. If you sacrifice a magic item, I will roll on a random table of magic items for what you get back.
Okay.
Not going to talk about that. Gastone, put 1 inspiration on your character sheet. This is not the same one that you used before, and I think you've got some others as well. Oh yeah, there's some stuff in here. Okay, let's see. I did not clean up my mess after I have Academy.
Asena, do you want to use the box of chaos?
Maybe.
Well, what will you put in the box of chaos?
I don't know.
1,000 pounds of TNT.
God, imagine like what would come out.
All right, all of you think about that. All of you think about the box of chaos. Gastone, take 1 more inspiration from chat.
Cool. Thanks, Chad.
And Doug the Pug. Matt, roll 1d2.
Oh, all right.
This is also from our crossover event. A lot of crossover cards getting played right now.
A 2.
2. Today is a no bones day.
Okay.
The next
Oh.
short rest the party takes is a long rest.
Oh.
You know that dog died?
I
Oh,
know.
really?
I know.
didn't.
Thank you for that. Honestly,
I had to bum out the chat.
what I really wish right now, Pause, is that it was time for us to go to break, because you'd be like, that dog died. I'd be like, and we'll be right back.
Hey, just FYI, chat. So here's what's going to happen, chat. The next short rest is a long rest. So when we're at a really bad point in the story, when we burned all of our resources, you pay for a short rest. We're going to take that short rest, and
True.
we got a
And
long
then
rest
that's a
out
long
of it.
rest.
So that's
Oh.
literally the best bang for your buck is to use that today on a no bones day.
The absolute
out.
meta of it all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good
Yes.
Lord. I love it. Okay. So you've got all of that together, and you are going to swoop down, and I just grabbed the D20 that the kittens have been playing with this entire time. All right, let me grab the flying machine, and let me go ahead and take us over to the next scene.
Show it to me. Show me the scene.
Hold on, I just
Show me the
pasted everything
scene.
in and roll 20. It's like, too many pieces. All right, our heroes fly down over the site of a Zolquian
Oh,
shrine
my.
where nobody can see anything for reasons. Oh no, we can see things. All right, as you descend, you can see the dead swarming everywhere in the jungle. Zombies and ghouls and skeletons with specters and wights lurking in the shadows, protected from the sun. I know it's a nighttime scene. Pretend it's a daytime scene. But
Okay.
anyways, the dead are everywhere, lurking and approaching, and the undead have been splattered left and right. You can hear the bang of Gastone's sniper rifle as Ian Fletcher takes another shot. They've set up barricades. There are spikes all around them. They fortified this position, and they are just they're holding out. They're bleeding. They're injured. They're bandaged. They've made a heap of corpses to hold them all at bay. And so, Vector, disable stealth mode. Gastone, are you shrunk right now?
Yeah.
Vector looks from Asena to Lawrence to Circe, who's still blindfolded, to Asena to Lawrence. Asena,
Yes.
do you see this light on the console here? Is this like sort of arch piece of glass? It's like, whoop.
Yes.
I need you to turn this knob until that's full, all right?
Okay.
And tell me as soon as it's full.
Fast.
Slow.
Okay.
He pulls something, and underneath the lightning bug, something drops out, hanging beneath it, as the lightning bug floats in position around, like swerving and hovering around the whole ziggurat. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it very
Okay.
slowly.
Asena, roll a dexterity check, please. A flat dexterity check.
Okay. Where are you?
Click the word dexterity. 8. Okay. Okay, a little faster. Just a little faster.
I go a little faster.
Okay, roll another dexterity check. 7.
I go too fast.
Discharge! Discharge! He pulls the dumping thing, and instead of firing a line of lightning, electricity just arcs in all directions underneath, frying several of the undead for sure, but not a coalesced beam of lightning like it was supposed to cut through them with. CSA just says, this sounds like the sort of thing I'd probably be really, really good at.
We have numerous undead that we are approaching. We should probably arm battle stations.
I'm just
Vector-
going to pick them up. We don't need to fight all these things.
I was gonna say, yeah.
What about all the people here?
I see 2 people.
Did everyone else die?
Mm-hmm.
Who are these 2 people?
Wait, there was more than 2?
You hear a shotgun just blam, blam, blam.
Give him
John
a
calls
shotgun.
out to Asena, these are the 2 adventurers that came along with us on our initial trek to destroy Rosamond.
Oh. Well,
You don't remember fighting alongside them?
what were their
What,
names?
Do they have a name?
Yeah, Chester Morton and Ian Fletcher.
Yeah, I meant the people on the ground.
Yeah, those are, yes, exactly.
Oh, it's hard to see them. You can't just leave them.
Exactly.
So then what's the... What do we do?
Is that
Well,
a directed energy weapon? Ah! And Vector switches to the normal machine guns and just flies around shooting the normal machine guns until he clears a path.
Vector, do you have
Oh,
some
I'm
kind
pretty
of
good at that one.
rope to lower to them, or a tractor beam of some kind?
We have a ladder, but we don't have enough room for them.
So then just fly slow so that they can hold on to the ladder.
Okay.
Or we can zap them into being tiny.
Cersei's blindfolded. I don't think we have time to navigate all of that.
Attention! You are being rescued.
Flies over, drops the ladder. Chester and Ian hobble over. Blam, 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 as the dead start to swarm up the sides of it. And Chester's arm is broken. And she still swings it through and then bites the edge of the ladder and just to lock it into position because it's a rope ladder. And
Respect.
Ian hangs on one side and he slings the sniper rifle and then twists out the holdout pistol that pops out of it and just bam, bam, bam as they fly over the jungle slowly, escaping the ravenous dead.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna guess you didn't leave them to fight all that off, right? And this is a new development?
Yeah, this is an incredibly new development.
Gotcha.
We have just a few moments here before we... what are we going to do? Are we going to land? There's going to be tons of dead everywhere.
Well,
Especially
fly
with-
until there's none.
Is that any better than where they were just now?
No, Vector is going to start flying and just go in a random direction.
Also, I think I did better than Circe because she's blindfolded.
True. She did nothing, and you seemed like you were a hindrance this time. So I actually think she did better. I'm gonna be honest.
Are you
Don't be so
kidding?
harsh on the girl.
We did a lot. Wait,
We
I'm confused.
Vector, was there a we? I gotta know.
I forgot how amazing it was to travel with the 2 of you. Let's go ahead and put down over there so we can shrink these 2 up, get them healed, and make our way to where we're headed. Initially, I was planning on leaving Kelly here before I knew it was surrounded by undead. What are we going to do about him now?
Why can't he come with us?
Because we're going into a bastion of undeath and destruction. Do you want to bring your childhood friend who can play the bone pipes pretty well?
Yes.
Leave him here with Vector. He can be blindfolded.
Well, hold on. How are you getting to this place? I assumed that we were doing a stealth mode insertion for this operation in the first place. Yes.
Yeah, but you're going to stay on the ship, no?
I suppose we can keep him in storage. He doesn't take up that much room anymore.
True. Yeah.
I mean, we can't leave the poor lad blindfolded in the back of storage for who knows how long.
Kind of.
I mean,
can,
what's
though.
what's the
Why
alternative?
does Kaylee need to be blindfolded? He lives here.
Yeah, the problem is not what?
If he doesn't live on the ship, though, Asena.
He lives in the jungle.
I'm not worried about him seeing the jungle. I'm worried about him. What if he gets captured by the Omolons and interrogated? He's seen too much.
He's seen the ship.
Exactly.
Hey, there was a ship with buttons.
You know what these buttons were built from? I spoke.
You know what? We're democratic around here. Kaylee, would you prefer to come with us on a dangerous and life or death mission, or would you prefer to stay blindfolded, playing your flute in the back of a ship?
Sounds like
I never thought that being blindfolded at the size of a cat in a flying saucer was the best possible option.
Then it's settled.
Wow. We both grew up to be very different people.
And that is our closing line for us to go to break. All right, everybody, we will be right back with the attack on Sepulchre's tomb. Don't go anywhere. Ooh, Kiss of Corruption. Perfect way to end.